Alright guys, what's going on? It is December 22nd. Welcome back to the channel. Right now it's a little after 8. It's about 10 after 8 in the morning on Thursday. And I know it's been a little while since I've made a video. It's been a few weeks. Life for me just got really hectic and crazy all at once, especially since the Texas trip. We had a good Thanksgiving, and then it was kind of the week after Thanksgiving is when things just kind of, for me, hit the fan. And I'll explain all this later. Right now I'm sweaty, I'm exhausted, I gotta get my breathing down. I'm gonna go ahead and log into work and start work, because even though it is the 22nd of December, yes, I still have work to do. I'll catch you up on everything that's been going on over the last few weeks, which for me was a lot, but it wasn't like as much as it probably would be to somebody else. But I'll catch you guys up all on that, and I'll explain what I was doing earlier, with the leg workout, and why I was doing that, and how that's going. We'll talk a little bit more about what's coming up. I don't know, but I almost forgot how to talk to a camera. Anyway, I'll see you guys inside. All right, so welcome back. I had to change. I couldn't sit around in wet clothes anymore. I was dying. I actually sweat a lot more during that workout than I thought I would. Let me catch you up on what's been going on these past few weeks. So after Thanksgiving, everything was going good. Thursday, we get our weekly updates from the sales manager for our new house. And when we were up in San Antonio, we were there doing the design center, which you saw. And they said, all right, cool, once the design is done, we're going to send it, draw the blueprints, send it to the city, get, apply for permits, etc. When that's done, we'll start the project, right? And that's when building starts. I expected it to take a little longer than 10 days to get all that stuff done. So the Thursday after Thanksgiving, so basically a week, we got our first update email, and it said, oh, and here's a picture of your plot. Notice they have the walls built, the little barrier built for the foundation. And between that, basically saying that the house now is becoming a reality, and all the variables that I can't control with the mortgage and the interest rates and all that other stuff, and the move and the logistics of all that stuff. On top of, at the same time, I was planning a work trip for the following week. So I was leaving, it was Thursday, I was leaving on Monday. I was trying to plan that for me and my teammate to go up to Tennessee to visit the plant. I was trying to, build the agenda for that. And all of that combined was stressing me out, and there was stuff going on at work that I needed, that needed my attention. So I'm like being pulled 4 different directions at work, plus the house, plus all the unknown variables, plus now it's Christmas time. I had to put the lights up and all this other fun stuff. That Thursday, I kind of had a mini anxiety attack or a panic attack or something where I just I needed to get away. So, I was freaking out. My wife came home that day, and we had we talked it out, and I still don't feel perfectly fine with it, but I'm at a little bit more at peace, and I just needed a distraction. So that weekend I put the lights up. This is funny. And I start the lights now, one clip per light bulb all the way around the house, and I was joking at the beginning, and I said, if these lights fall down today, I'm done. I'm not even putting them up anymore. So I get all the way around the house. My wife helps me. We start at the far end. We come all the way around here, and all the lights are up, and I feel accomplished. They never fell, and I was like, cool, this is great. I'll turn them on tomorrow. And she kind of looked at me like, come on, we just put this up. Let's turn them on tonight. So I said, all right. So I went and got the extension cord, and I started hanging the extension cord. And the extension cord's a lot heavier than the lights. And as soon as I plugged it in, I let it go, and it hung, and I was walking down the ladder, and one at a time, like a domino, all around the house, every single light that I spent an hour and a half hanging fell. And I just said, fuck it, I'm done. So we don't have outside Christmas lights this year because I'm not doing it. I wasn't doing it. It was Sunday. I was leaving the next day to go to Tennessee. Fast forward December 5th, I flew to Tennessee, and actually the trip went a lot smoother than I had anticipated it to go. So that was good. It was a distraction. It was 5 days away from home, away from, this stuff. But I was at work. Got home from that on Friday, had to do a couple things, Saturday and Sunday, laundry and such. And then we went on vacation. So December 12th through the 19th, we were in Orlando at Disney with the 4 of us and Mackenzie's boyfriend and his parents. So it was 7 of us, which don't typically do well with large groups on vacation because I have my routine and I know what I want to do and I know how everything is supposed to run with our family and all that other good stuff. But it was basically 8 days of a distraction because we left Sunday. So we left on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. We came home Monday. So it was 8 days away from life. I didn't bring my work, anything. I had zero contact with work and it was amazing. I felt so at peace. We came back Monday and got right back into the routine on Tuesday. And now we're in phase 2 of the lifting plan. So phase 2 is more of a push-pull leg total body phase where we're focusing on a lot of strength building. So we have chest dominant days, we have lat dominant days, we have quad dominant days, and then next week we're going to switch it up to do shoulder tricep dominant. We're going to do upper back dominant and then hamstrings and glute dominant for leg day. So we're doing really good with that. I feel good. My runs are still picking up. We ran in Orlando, and that basically catches you up today with the exception of one little nugget of information that I'm going to talk about in a little bit because I got a meeting to go to in a minute. All right, so what else is going on in our world? Well, there's one little thing I didn't tell you guys. Not that it matters. You guys aren't really that super hip into what I'm doing. But one thing you guys know is that I did develop the strength training plan for an athlete on my coach's team, right? And that's all well and good. Right now, like I said, I'm on week 4 of the 13 weeks of the training plan that I built, and it's going pretty good so far. One thing that I didn't tell you about that is we gave it to a couple athletes. They're going through it and they're testing it. But before I went to Nashville on the 5th, so it was probably the 4th, I think, I was down at their house talking with them. And as of December 4th, officially, unofficially, because I didn't sign any paperwork saying that it's official, no NDAs or anything like that, whatever, no documentation or so on, but it's coming. But I am officially the Try Possibilities strength coach. So I'm not ready to branch out and do triathlon, run, swim, bike, run kind of stuff yet. I don't know enough about those 3 sports and how to properly train with them. I'm learning as we go. I know what I did, but I also know that unlike some people on social media platforms that have completed a triathlon, they think, oh well, I trained this way, I'm just going to train athletes the same way that I trained, in hopes that they get the same kind of results that I get. And Lord knows that doesn't work the same because you have to adjust. You can give the same style of workouts, but you have to adjust the workout plans based on that person's current level of fitness and strength and conditioning and so on. And I don't think I think the few athletes that I've seen doing that, where they're like, oh, I completed a 70.3 and an Ironman, I know how to train athletes to do this because I'm just going to train them like me. It doesn't work that way. So because I'm not ready to train people to be runners or to be triathletes, I can help with strength training because I love strength training. I'm really good at strength training. I've written multiple programs for strength training, and that's what they wanted me for. So as of December 4th, I am the Try Possibilities strength coach. Now, what does that mean? Well, I'm going to be designing off-season workouts like the one we have for hybrid athletes, so running and strength training. We're going to get our athletes nice and strong. But I'm also going to start working on an in-season strength plan that's going to be a little bit more about muscle maintenance and not really developing strength because, well, we all know you should probably develop more of your strength and power in the off-season and then just hone it and condition it and just work to maintain the muscle that you have in-season because it's really hard to develop that much strength and power when you're doing that much cardio. But, yeah, so my focus is going to be to write the strength plans and the strict strength training for the athletes and give them out and do what we do. So, and of course I'm the one that's testing them on myself too. Obviously I got to make sure that they work. Am I still a Beachbody guy? Absolutely. I literally I'm in the middle of making my shake now. I absolutely support that. You saw my pre-workout earlier. So I'm not going anywhere with Beachbody, but I'm adding this into my repertoire as far as developing strength plans. So that's what we're at. That's like the biggest change so far. There's been a few more things that have been unofficially committed to, that we haven't officially made possible yet. So I'm going to talk about that in another video because I have to make it official before I can talk about it. But yeah, the rest of this video, I want to talk about goals that we have that I'm setting for 2023, and oh no, I can't even do that. So you're just going to have to wait on my 2023 goals until the 2023 videos. So let me finish making my shake, and then I'll talk to you later. All right, so I got paid. With that, I am going to do something that I cannot believe I'm actually going to do yet again. And I'll explain why in a second. So, screw it, I'll explain why now. After the anxiety attack I had a couple weeks ago, I realized that focusing so much on the things that I can't control, like the house and the potential the mortgage and the interest rate being wherever it is, and figuring out how I'm going to pay for it all and whatever, because it's an expensive house. And then with all work, I decided that I need a distraction. I need something to just completely take myself from life, away from life, and focus on something that has nothing to do with the struggles with the things I can't control. And my wife agreed. So I'm about to show you, once I finish something on the computer, I'm about to show you what that distraction is going to be. I can't believe I'm actually creating this as a distraction, but I am. So give me like 30 seconds, and yeah, you get to see me hit the final button. All right, we are about to hit submit or complete. Oh, I just signed up for another race. Yep, so yeah, I just signed up for another 70.3. Which one? Ironman 70.3 Gulf Coast in Panama City Beach, Florida. Reason I signed up for this particular race, this is a revenge race for me. The last time I raced this in 2019 was probably the worst 70.3 race I've ever had. The water was horrendous, and I didn't have enough info about base and the salts and hydration. And while my bike was phenomenal, I think it was like 250 on the bike, my run, every muscle in my legs from my hips all the way down to my ankles cramped. So this race, not only is it going to be a distraction for me because it's going to give me a chance to just train and be hardcore about what I'm doing and focus only on this race. I have the half marathon in February. That's going to be part of this training. And then I have, this training. This race is going to be May 13th in Panama City Beach. But this race is it's a distraction because I get to focus on that. It takes me away. Plus, it gives me a revenge race that I can come back and say, okay, look, I know I'm better than this as a triathlete, especially now after this past year of training. And now with Dom and Helen going to kick my ass for this particular race. We have some of our team that's already racing it. There's a relay racing it. I think one of our guys, his first solo 70.3, he's racing it. We're trying to get a couple other people to race it because why not have like 5 or 6 of us go there, have a big team event that weekend. The other reason I chose this particular race is because, I'm not moving yet. I'm not moving until summertime. This is before summertime. It does not interfere with the move at all. It's local. There's not a whole lot of traffic travel involved, and I'm basically going to be training in similar weather situations. So it's gonna be just as hot over here. It's gonna be just as hot over there. So it's gonna be the water will could be different as far as like the waves and the chop and stuff like that, but water temperature is gonna be the same roughly. The sea life will probably be the same because it's literally like 140 miles down the beach. But yeah, I am officially signed up for another 70.3 Ironman. This is not part of the Chasing Kona series because, well, there's a hiccup with that I'll talk about in a future video, at least with Ironman. And that's that. So I don't know why I put myself through this pain, but I do. But I do know the Gulf Coast medal that I can see from here sitting on my rack is going to get upgraded. And the goal for this race well, I guess maybe I shouldn't talk about my goal for this race. No, I'll save that for the next video when we talk about goals for 2023, because this one is a huge goal for 2023. Anyway, I'm going to finish up what I have to do here. I just booked my trip to Nashville for January. I'm going to make sure we're good at the house, and then I have a 30-minute recovery run that I'm going to do. So I'll go over that, talk about how half marathon training is going, and then I'll wrap up the video. Things are happening here, guys, and I'm not sure I love it, but it is what it is. I need something. I gotta do something. I need a focus. So this is it. I signed up for another 70.3 miles of pain. Now I gotta go to work. All right, so we're on our little 30-minute recovery run. Basically, the recovery run is to help keep the lactic acid moving through the system so your muscles can start to recover a little bit quicker than normal. You know, we did speed work yesterday, a lot of speed work yesterday. We got speed work tomorrow, and today was supposed to be a rest day, but since I rested on Tuesday, I did my recovery run today. Anyway, so how's training going for the half marathon? Well, it's going. I missed 2 weeks of running because of travel and vacation. I hit my long runs, but I didn't do any of the speed work for 2 weeks. So it's what it is. Am I going to be upset? No, not at all. We still have about 9 weeks or so until the half marathon. 6 weeks until double bridge. And those are the two things I'm focusing on right now. Even though I did just sign up for Gulf Coast, I'm not ready for that one yet. That's still 20 weeks away. That means I got plenty of time before I start training for that. I probably won't start training for that until after this next trip to Tennessee is done. So I have a trip in a couple weeks, and it's going to be one of many. But I have a trip in a couple weeks, and I imagine after that, that's when the training will really start going. We'll see. Right now I don't have the schedule yet. I literally just told Dom and Helen today. After you guys saw me sign up, that's when I posted about it. So we'll see what their plan is. I just know that's a redemption race. Last time I did that race, I was having a killer day, on pace for a 5:30. And then my legs cramped at mile 1, and I knew it was gonna happen, but it happened anyway. It did it, and then it was on and off the whole rest of the day, and it was so painful that I ended up walking more than I ran by like 12 miles. So we're hoping to prevent that this time. I have a nutrition plan. I'm gonna be stronger. I'm already leaner. I'm gonna be faster. So nothing left to do but to train. And that'll be the last race I do as a Floridian. Everything after that will be a Texan. So I'm gonna go ahead, finish this run. I know the bumping and bouncing is probably pissing you off. I'm gonna finish this run, wrap up, review today's run, and end the video. All right, so recovery run is done. 30 minutes, 26 seconds before I hit my watch. Average pace 10:43. Only traveled 2.84 miles. I'll put it there so you guys can see it. Again, it was a recovery run. It wasn't supposed to be difficult. It wasn't supposed to be hard. It wasn't supposed to be fast. It was literally just a way to just keep the recovery process in the legs going so that I'm fresh for tomorrow's speed work. Tomorrow is Friday, so that means for weights it's a total body day in the hybrid plan. And I am probably going to go to the gym. I don't know if I have off work tomorrow or not. I think I do. I think it's this is a holiday, but I'm on call. I'm on standby because I'm a manager. I don't get holiday pay, so like, even though it's a holiday, I legit still have to be on call, ready to go. Probably log in on my machine too. But that's besides the point. Anyway, I'm going to end this video here. We signed up for Gulf Coast. We signed up. We still have 9 weeks to the half, 6 weeks until the double bridge, and then after Gulf Coast, the rest of the focus is on the move. We actually got new updated photos of the house today, so I'll put one here. We now have our house is completely framed. They're working on they have to finish the framing and the joists for the roof, but we have a house. So now it's just a matter of them finishing out the build. That's just the frame of the house. It's not anything else related to the house. So we still have a long way to go, but it's moving super fast. And of course, Christmas is this week, so you guys are probably watching this next week, which means New Year's is tomorrow or this weekend from when you're watching it. But either way, I'm gonna end it right here. First, let me go ahead and take my cover photo. Okay, cool. Now I'll cut that. I'll edit that out real quick, make it nice and short, and we'll end this video here. Thank you for watching. If you're excited to watch me race Gulf Coast 70.3, I'm not going to start a new series fast, just going to keep on going, but make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so you know when I'm uploading, because it's been kind of sporadic lately. And give this video a like if you're excited for me or you don't give a shit. Either way, give it a like, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next video.